Are we rolling?
Yep.
Oh, we're going to do something really fun here on the Shaun Proulx Show. Just 1 second. I'm on.
The Shaun Proulx Show on Canada Talks, SiriusXM 167.
Let me catch you up if you're just joining us here on the Shaun Proulx Show. SiriusXM Canada Talks, channel 167. Shaun. Let's start that again. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. I don't mind the mistake. This is John Edwards here on the... Fuck. His name's Shaun as well. You'd think I'd know it, remember it.
Shaun Proulx Show on Canada Talks, SiriusXM 167.
Glad you're with us. May I catch you up if you're just joining us? We've got Shaun Leonard here. He is the star of the new TV show Spirit Talker, premiering February 19th, and it sees him being followed around as he visits communities across Canada. We just had a lovely, very open-minded, open-hearted, kind man. And he is going to come in and give me a reading right now. And while it may seem self-indulgent for me to accept a reading from a medium, I call this Thought Revolution Radio because it is about thinking about things differently. And I know in my life recently, I've had a lot of people, I'm 51, and a lot of people my age are losing family, especially parents. And I happen to have had a lot of people suffer a lot of loss of friends recently too. There's a lot of death in my life right now. Not in mine personally, but we're amongst people. And so when the time is right, I often say to them, have you thought about a psychic? You're missing your mom. Have you thought about a psychic? Have you thought about a medium? Because as you know, if you listen to the Shaun Proulx Show regularly, and I know you do, we have had brilliant mediums on the show before. My father has come through, whether they liked it or not, to talk to me. He died when I was 17, and we had a very tumultuous relationship ahead of his death. And it has been psychics and mediums that have helped me achieve a deep peace with him and continue a relationship with him. And so that's why I want to have this demonstration of the abilities of a medium, because, and he may not even bring in my father, he might bring in my grandmother or someone else, we don't know. But let's bring Shaun Leonard in right now. Shaun, we're ready for you. Quickly, we're live. So I've just done a bit of a setup. Come on in, guys. Because I don't want someone saying, well, he heard the whole spiel, so now he knows where to go with you. Shaun, what do you normally get somebody to do? Just shut up?
We'll say yes or no.
Yes.
Just when things come through.
Okay.
Whatever comes through, just tell me yes or no.
All right.
I still need validation.
Okay. We all
Just
do,
because
Shaun.
you're
Shaun.
a spirit talker doesn't mean that you know everything.
Good.
Are we ready anytime?
We're ready anytime.
Okay. Okay, first of all, as I tune into your energy, is it okay if I do that?
Yes.
Okay. You are close to your mom, correct?
Yes.
Okay, like, I mean, you hesitated when you said that a little bit, but
We squabble a lot.
yeah, that doesn't mean you don't love her.
Oh, I love her deeply.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unconditional.
Was your mom and father not together?
No.
They separated.
No, they were together.
Well, I'm going to say it feels like to me that the relationship wasn't always the best.
Correct.
It feels like to me that there might have been a lot of arguing or dissension, or just like almost like if they were living together, then they weren't together in a sense, from what I sense. Okay. So how long has your father been passed first?
Over 30 years now.
Oh my, that's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have brothers, yes or no?
Yes.
More than one brother?
Yes.
2 brothers?
Yes.
No sisters?
No.
Okay, because I feel like he's telling me about 2 other brothers as well, from what I can sense of you.
Oh, child.
Are you different than the other brothers?
Very.
Because I almost feel like there's like not being the same as your brothers as well in some sense. So are you more vocal, or I know because of the work you do, you're an entertainer and a person who interviews people, but I also feel like that you're different in many different ways than the other brothers. Correct? What I feel with your father as well. Did you not get to see him before he passed? Yes or no?
I did see him pass.
Okay, well then somebody wasn't there, because he's telling me about somebody not being in the room with him when they passed.
I
So,
was the only one with
okay,
it.
because so then he's telling me about other people not being there.
Yeah.
So he was there with somebody, but not, if you were the only person, then there was other. Did you forgive him?
I have forgiven him.
Did you forgive him that day?
I forgave him shortly thereafter.
So are you carrying something in relation to maybe not forgiving him before he passed?
Am I kidding?
Because it feels like to me that you are a little bit, or you have, and I feel like
If I do, I'm unaware of it.
okay, and it just feels like to me that you helped that journey home, and I think it was meant for you to go through that journey with him. It was a special time for you and connection to him because it's something to mold and shape you as the person that you are.
Mm-hmm.
But you were meant to learn. I mean, no offense to your father, and he feels like that he was good and bad. It just seems like that he taught you some great lessons about forgiveness.
Absolutely, many lessons.
And compassion as well. And I feel like he's telling me that you're his sensitive child. And I feel like that he loves you because of that sensitivity of who you are. But it was because of that sensitivity that you chose to hang on to a lot of the things that were words that he would have said and things like that. Correct? This is okay. Something he's showing me, and I don't know if you can bring any light to, and I don't mean to dig into your personal stuff in any way, right? I sometimes I see things and I'm not sure why. Is there some reason why I would see sirens and police? I just saw like police showing up for some reason, and I don't know why. So there must be a reason he's
Current
bringing this up.
time or?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay,
It
then.
must be some reason that he's telling me he was with you through that circumstance.
Police.
But police
Well,
were
I mean,
called.
I've had incidents in my life where the police have been called.
Was he passed?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
What I want to tell you is that he's been helping you through some situations that you didn't know, especially one that has left a memory in your mind where the police were involved and it was like chaos. And I'm not sure what that is exactly, but
I do. Yeah.
remember, these are your
Yeah,
people,
no,
these are your
I
stories, and
agree.
I don't know why he's choosing to bring this up, but there must be a reason for it to let you know that sometimes even when you don't know he's there, he's there.
I think one of the things I've come to understand deeply is that he's never left my side.
Mm-hmm. Something else, and no offense to your father, was he bisexual or gay?
Not that I know of.
Because you just showed me a big rainbow in my head, so there must be a reason for that too. So this must mean pride.
Well, I'm gay.
Okay. Remember, I don't know anything about you,
Yeah.
so I'm trying to understand why he's telling me this. I mean, you
Yeah.
do have, I mean, you
Is it
seem
obvious,
beautiful,
sir?
beautiful man. You have that air, but I mean, if he says it, I have to say it.
Yes.
Is it something that were you out in your life when he was around?
I was obvious in my life when he was around as a little boy.
Was he ever able to express to you effectively how proud he was of you because of it?
No.
Then I feel like to me this is something he wants me to tell you. Is that he is proud that you stand in who you are and know who you are with the strong leads that you do. And he says that you need to walk that journey with all your heart. And he says he wasn't able to properly express himself while he was here alive, but he wants you to know that he loves you. And something else he wants to say. Do you have any tattoos? Yes or no?
Yes.
Why is he telling me about a tattoo that I have to validate? And I don't see anything that you're wearing, but he wants to say there's one that you have that seems significant to him.
I've got 3, but I don't know what.
Well, there's one that he's proud of. I don't know. These are yours. I'm just going to say that there's one. It seems like a shoulder area to me, but it must mean something. It's either about you and who you are and how you self-identify in some way, but he just says that he sees it, and I think it's just wearing it like a badge of honor.
Whose idea was this?
Something else I'm going to say is that, and I know Valentine's Day is coming.
Yes.
Is there some other significance to February 14th that you know of?
No.
He's making me feel like around that time is important. So it would mean there's either a birthday, an anniversary, or death passing, but there have to be another time that's significant to then. And I want you to be mindful of it moving
Okay.
forward in the future. It might actually make sense to you at some point. But I just know he wants me to say February 14th, unless it's just love.
Shaun, well, the tattoo that you're talking about, I have word love on my wrist.
Bingo.
And
Okay.
I think that's exactly what he's trying to tell
Okay,
you.
see that's where he's trying to
That's
get
what-
me to
that's
go
what
to,
he
and he
likes.
tried to get me to say love, and he was
Yeah,
looking for a way to
That's
get me
the
to say it.
tattoo he likes.
That's the one.
Shaun Leonard, thank you. I wish I could sit here and keep going with you, but you guys have to be gone, and we're running out of time. The producer behind you has been jumping up and down like a madman, pulling his hair out, as he's wanted to do. Tell us when your show, where we can see your show.
Well, you can watch it on APTN.
Yes.
It's coming up on February 19th, and I would check your local listings to see which time it's coming on. I think the first night there's 2 episodes, episode 1 and episode 2 coming out. And all of the shows are in different Indigenous communities in Eastern Canada. The first 2 is in Con River, which is where my ancestors and my roots come from, where my Nugamich, my grandmom, comes from. And the other one is Corner Brook, Newfoundland, in Kalapu First Nation.
Thank you so much. I wish you great joy and success with the show. And for those of you listening, you can't make this up. Come on. If there's someone that you miss or want to be in touch with, do yourself a favor. The Shaun Proulx Show continues. SiriusXM Canada Talks Channel 167. Kleenex! Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome,
That was
buddy.